So yes, my name is Devin. I am one of the co-founders of Habit Industries. Another one is sitting in the audience right there, weird. And so this is a little talk about how we took a pretty good website and turned it into the worst Facebook app that you can build. So a little history of the company. We're called Habit Industries. We have problems with naming. We switch it up all the time. We started as a YC company back in 2007, which is where we got our roots in the startup community. And we recently made a little trip from San Francisco to London. We just moved the company, and that's another story, another presentation maybe. And the main part of our company is we take interactive media and we sort of take that powerfulness that you have in interactive media and make it available for sort of a display ad style advertising format. And we're working on some really, really exciting products right now that we're about to launch very soon. So we built this thing called MiniVid back in 2007, and we still are building something like it today, but this is a very different product back then. Basically, users create and share fun little videos, and it's actually a really good time. And we had a really strong knit community going on our website, which was fuzzwitch.com. And if you really just want a quick little overview, it's kind of like Jib Jab meets Newgrounds in a way. Like, people can easily create sort of action figure-like animations that usually involve some sort of gag at the end. You know, for example, getting hit by swords. So these are the little, really good-looking things we made very easily. And so we thought this would be fantastic for the new Facebook platform. This is great. We can get really interactive, rich media on Facebook. But how to do it? How to do it? Now, Facebook's all about social interaction between small groups of people, whereas MiniVid was this big, sort of thriving community that sort of just the massive animations. And so we wanted to focus on this idea of one-to-one interaction. People would make animated messages, send them to their friends, and they would laugh, and they would reply back. And we also, by doing this, we sort of assumed that getting okay content from a friend was better than just finding really good content in a big sort of batch of people you don't know. Because it's Facebook, it's all about one-to-one interaction. And so this is good. So we basically took our MiniVid widget, we slapped it in an iframe, put it on the app page that you got back with the first version of Facebook. We did this, the obvious sort of integrations, which is you can choose which friend it gets sent to, so it gets a notification, and when you make one on your little mini feed, it says, Devin made a new MiniVid for John Brooks, or whatever. But one of the things we did, which was, in hindsight, kind of dumb, was we started cutting features that didn't support that single use case. And that's where we kind of started to fall short. We kind of made a big mistake. What we didn't realize when we started making the Facebook app is MiniVid thrives because it relies on a large subset of content. It's a big community of people, of tightly users making lots of content continuously. And people went to our site to watch really funny videos that people made, and to make videos that lots of people will see. That was the whole point. And we took that away, basically. By trying to focus it as a one-to-one messaging conduit, we removed the fun part of MiniVid. We ended up fragmenting this fantastic community by trying to make it more social. In the end, MiniVid itself sort of did it by itself, and by trying to fit into what we thought was the Facebook model. Turns out, it really isn't. It was just how we thought of it at the time. We kind of broke it, and we did this because we had a lot of overlapping functionality as well. When we first built MiniVid, we wanted MiniVid to be a shareable thing. You make something, you want to give it to people. Of course, you want to show off how cool you are. So we built a lot of shared into it, and we didn't remove that when we brought it to Facebook. We didn't let Facebook do what Facebook did best, which was share content between people. So they would go on, they would set up friends they want to send it to, and it would send it to them. At the end, it would also have share links that they could repost on someone else's page, a bunch of different places. It was a very confusing experience for the user. And the other problem is just because users can do something doesn't mean they're going to. We didn't really give them a reason why MiniVid was the best way to share, little messages or little ideas or recounts of last night's party to people. We didn't frame MiniVid as the more rich way of talking to people. We just thought it's so cool, we'll just do it. And so because of that, we took what we thought was a really neat product and kind of tried to take this square peg and slap it into this round hole. And in hindsight, MiniVid would be and will be a fantastic Facebook application. It's just that we didn't look at it from the stance of, we looked from a stance of just taking our app and just slapping it to Facebook because that was the thing to do at the time. It doesn't matter how you did it, as long as it was on Facebook, you were doing fantastic. And because we did that, we didn't improve the MiniVid experience, we actually made it a little worse. And we didn't improve people's Facebook experience, we made it a little worse. And so from this sort of debacle of trying to juggle way too many balls in one hand, just dropping them off the end, we ended up not making that great of an application. It got a little bit of traction, did all right, because the actual just MiniVid itself is really cool, but in the end, it didn't really go anywhere. And we've taken a lot of the lessons we've learned from this experience back a while ago into the new applications that we'll be launching very soon. So don't do what we did here, because it's really bad. Thanks.